it's supposed to feel. Supposed to
Junior Wildcats taking on the Fairfax Bullets today. First pitch. In for a strike. Grayson McNaughton, hero of last week's game against Payne Mountain, on the mound tonight. We got Ryan Sheehan, who will be pitching for Fairfax when they come up. And they're part of the first. Second pitch called the ball, 1-1. Lance Hall with the call. For HCTV, channel 1080 on the cable dial, streaming worldwide and archived at www.hctv.us. Michael on tech, Arthur on camera today. Foul back, 1-2. Gray skies, but I think the rain's going to hold off. And it is significantly warmer than that Payne Mountain game, which was a thriller. In the dirt, 2-2. Three and two, full count. Coming next on deck is Reagan Baumeister. Fairfax coached by Hazen alumnus Mike Brown. Talked to him for a few minutes. There's a chopper foul. Before the game, he said team had a few losses to graduation, but some good talent coming up, and he said he's got some 8th graders that are coming up in a few years that are going to be really exciting to watch. So the future of Fairfax baseball is bright. Hazen, a young team as well, but we're getting there. Fouled down. Hazen comes in with a record of 1-1. Lost to Montpelier 10-1 last week, and then beat Payne Mountain 6-5. Fairfax a record of 0-1. They lost to Blue Mountain 10-zip. After this, we go on a 6-game road trip. Won't be back here to Hudson Fields until Tuesday, May 13th. We'll be taking on U32. We're going to go to Payne Mountain, play PA Stowe Combine team, Oxbow, Montpelier, Thetford, and Spalding. High, walks in. Reagan Baumeister at the plate now. Xavier Gilliland up next. Baumeister will be playing third when Fairfax takes the field. A little bit of a breeze blowing in, but not much. Not like it was the other day. Sheehan taking a healthy lead out there off of first. John Seacard, who did have 11 strikeouts in that game against Payne Mountain at first base. There goes the runner. Miller's going to opt to let him have second base. So Sheehan with the steal puts himself at second. 2-0 your count to Baumeister. There's a solid shot foul. Umpire. Out of the way in the nick of time. Two and two count. There's a shot to short. Montgomery has to go through. Sheehan's going to come home. Baumeister with a single and an RBI as Sheehan comes home. Or I wonder if they're scoring an error. I don't know. I do not know baseball scoring that well. I mean, I would assume that would be an error. Xavier Gilliland going to be playing center field today. Ryland Mule on deck. No outs here in the top of the first. On this keep off the grass day, we are going to defy this day. How can you play baseball if you keep off the grass? There goes the runner. Miller has the ball go behind him. So Fairfax showing some aggressive base running here in the early part of the game. Here's a shot up, second baseman down, throw over to first. Bobbled it. It's going to be safe. Evan Lemaire at second. Throw was a little low, but Seacard had a little trouble with it. Thought he was going to grab it. Ryland Mule up now. And they are teeing off on us right now. Mason Sanders up next. 1 out. Runners at the corners. Runner goes. Runner now at second. Takes away the double play. Oh, actually, there's still no outs. This is two. That's 2 strikes he's got on him. Okay. Jake Hayden down. Run scores. 2-0. We're seeing a lot of fielding errors here. Runners at the corner. Mason Sanders. 3 straight. Errors in the field. Or misplays or whatever, whatever we want to call them. I don't know if they're going to be scored as errors or what, but they definitely misplayed. A runner goes. Runner steals second. All right, so we got 1 strike, no outs. Your score is 2-0 here in the top of the first. That one outside. Dylan Seacard up next for Fairfax. Shot up the middle. Montgomery down with this one. Another bobble and another run scores. Gilliland scores, makes it 3-0. Coach Sean Allen going out in the mound, going to call everybody in, call his infield in. I mean, the other day you could see it because it was so cold. Today it's not quite. That's why everybody, I don't know whether they got a little bit of jitters here or not. But, we've put a lot of men on base and gone down 3-0 on what could have been 3 outs. So Sanders on with a single. Wind picking up. Dylan Seacard up now. Bryant Matten on deck. Still no outs. Runners at the corners. McNaughton to throw. Seacard squares the bunt, pulls back, runner goes. Every runner that's gotten on for BFA has stolen second base. Runners at second and third. Seacard at the plate. Pitch, that poked out to right. That's going to fall in. At least one runner is going to score. They're going to hold up the runner. Mule scores. 4-0. Once again, BFA is the defending Division III state champions in baseball. Bryant Matten up. Runners at first and third. There goes the runner. Ball high off the backstop. McNaughton in to get it. And the onslaught continues. Sanders on third. There's a strike. 1-1. Hazen still looking for that first out here in the top of the first. That one low. 2-1. 3-1. Going to say that looked a little high. And Matten walks to load the bases for Chris Mummert, who is the designated hitter today. Ball one. One and 0. 1-1. Mummer takes a big cut. Hazen in a jam, trailing 4-0 here. Top of the first, no outs. Fairfax with the bases loaded. There's a shot out to center. That's way out to center. That goes over Skorsted's head. We're going to have one score. We're going to have two score. Mummert's in with a double. And your score is now 6-0. I believe this is Ben Stevens at the plate now. Yes, it is Ben Stevens. Inside. 2-0. Pitch, swing, chopper down. McNaughton knocks it down. Montgomery can't come up with it. And that scores Matten. 7-0. Uncharacteristic fielding out here by our infield. Justin's usually money with shots like that. Back to the top of the lineup now with Sheehan, who led off this game with a walk, stole second, and came home on a hit by Baumeister. Ball one. Stevens over on first. We got Mummert on second. Wouldn't be surprised to see Mike Brown pull a double steal. There's no outs. Down low. 1-1. Ball 2. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Get a strikeout here will give Grayson just a little bit of confidence. There's a pop-up. Montgomery Park's underneath it, battling the wind. I thought he dropped it. Or did he have it long enough? I guess he had it long enough to. I thought he dropped it. Unless they called it out. And so we got one out. Who's up here? Did I miss somebody? Okay, no, this is Baumeister. Okay. So Hazen gets that first out. And we got a strike on Baumeister. Try and end this inning. And that one cranked up fair. Into right, way down the line. We're gonna have 1-run score. And they're gonna have another run score. No, they're holding them up. Holding them up. Okay. So it's 9. No, we did have 2-run score. Okay. I thought so. Matten and Mummert both scored. Stevens is at third. Sheehan's out. Baumeister in with a double. And Gillian up now. 12th batter in this inning. Gilliland, I'm sorry. Gilliland singled, still second, his first at bat in this inning. One and 0, you count. Ball 2. 1 out. Top of the first. Two and 1. Michael, we get through this. I'm going over to my car and I'm going for the jacket. When we first came out, the sun was out. It was kind of warm. I'm like, I'll be okay. I'm going for the jacket. It's clouded up. Pretty good shape here. Wind blowing in. Over to third, keeping Stevens honest over there. Down in the dirt. 3 and 1. one fouled off. Three and two, one out. Runners at second and third. That one foul. Still 3 and 2. Still one out. Outside. And there's a walk. Loads the bases. Rylan Mule. Singled his first at bat. That one back to McNaughton. Over to first, going home. Got got Stevens at the force out. Brings up Mason Sanders. Mason Sanders up. 14th batter here in the top of the first. 2 outs. Hazen just looking to get this final out. There's a strike. Base is loaded. Once again. Strike. Strike 2, count 1 and 2. Two and 2. Two outs. Top of the first. McNaughton the pitch. Struck him out. There's what we're looking for, that third out to end at least the top half of the first. Damage done, though. Fairfax up 9-0. We'll be back at the bottom of the first. I'm going to go get my coat. bottom of the first, Hazen looking to get something positive happening on their offensive end. Owen Skorstedt up. Pop that one up high. Makes the count 0-1. Shot up the middle. Skorsted's going to be on with a single. There's something to build off right there. Chase Newell up now. Throw over. Skorsted's going to get caught. Oh, he gets in. Made it back. Made it back. Owen got lucky on that one. Thought they were going to have him in the rundown. Justin Montgomery on deck. Did they take a runoff over there, Michael? Does that say 8-0? Okay, so the score is 8-0. Skorstedt back. And Michael, I got the word from Joe Revard, who was standing behind us when Justin had that ball there that he dropped. Infield fly rule, less than 2 outs, pop up into the infield is an automatic out. I have no idea. I don't think so. I've heard him say it in MLB stuff. Skorstedt down. I've heard it said in MLB games. Infield fly rule. Oh, runners on first and second. You know what? I'm going to Google it after. I'll get Joe over here. Joe. I'm trying to remember everything with that infield fly rule.
Yeah, so infield fly, if there's first and second or bases loaded less than 2 outs, out of third. If it's a routine pop-up, the umpires will automatically call him out. And you can, if he drops it, you can advance on your own accord. But that way, like that one, if he dropped right behind second base, he could have turned 2. Because the runners are going to stay after me. You know what I mean? So if you could drop it on purpose, cut second, throw to third, get the tags, and then so there's an infield fly rule where it doesn't give the advantage to the team. Okay.
And is that like throughout all baseball? Like go right up MLB as well?
Yeah. Yep.
Huh. Interesting.
Boy, today's learning baseball.
Yeah. I've heard it, but I never knew what it was, you know.
So the umpires will call it as soon as they see it, and it's a routine pop-up in the infield.
They'll call it.
They'll call it early. The runners can, if he drops it, the runners can still advance if they want to, but the batters still have to.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. There we go. Thanks, Joe. All right, so Owen got caught over trying to get to third. Chase struck out. And this brings up Justin Montgomery. 2 outs. And Fairfax pitcher is Ryan Sheehan.
Ryan Sheehan has a fast warm-up.
Doesn't mess around.
The wind-up movie.
Yeah.
He's really cranking them out.
Pitches fast, yeah. Doesn't waste any time.
Yeah.
Got a nice motion.
Yeah.
Real nice motion. Counts 1 and 2. Just like that. Okay. 1, 2, 3 for Hazen in the bottom of the first. As Ryan Sheehan makes quick work of the Hazen batters. I mean, Owen did get onto the single, then got picked off at third there while Joe was explaining the infield fly rule to us. You're watching Hazen Varsity Baseball here on HCTV Channel 1080 on your cable dial, streaming worldwide and archived at www.hctv.us. Please consider donating using the QR code on your screen or at our website. Today's sponsors are the Green Mountain Technology and Career Center, gmtcc.lsd.org, Jumpstart Your Future, and the Village Restaurant, 472-5701. You can also read about this game in the next edition of the Hardwick Gazette, your community-owned newspaper. And I mentioned Mike Brown, a Hazen alum who is coaching Fairfax today. His brother Ken, longtime writer for the Hardwick Gazette. Okay, McNaughton back out on the mound for the Cats. Here on this, it's Boston Marathon Day.
Oh, is it?
Yep, Boston. Yeah, they ran the Boston Marathon today. And let's see. Let's go as far from the Boston Marathon as we can. Celebrating a birthday today is what I'm trying to say. Born in 1947 in Muskegon, Michigan, James Newell Osterberg Jr. Do you know who that is, Michael?
No.
Otherwise known as Iggy Pop.
No way.
Yep.
Night clubbing, one of my all-time favorite songs. Night clubbing. Yeah, night
So we go to the top of the second. Let me see if I can figure out who we've got coming up. We should have Dylan Seacard. Is this number 12? If it's number 12, it's Dylan Seacard. Do I see a 12? I see a 12. It's Dylan Seacard. Followed by Bryant Matten. And Chris Mummert, the designated hitter. We get ball one. Swing and a miss. Got out ahead of that one. 1-1. Oh, I've got another great trivia for today, too, and I got sucked into this one. Ball behind Miller. There's a solid shot out to center. Skorstead underneath. Nice catch. Nice catch, Owen Skorstead for the out. Bryant Matten up. Matten walked and then scored in the first. One and one. One and two. McNaughton settling in now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 strikeouts for Grayson McNaughton. And 2 outs. Here in the top of the second. Chris Mummert, the designated hitter. For Fairfax up now. Oh, struck him. That was a strike. Back. Over. In time? No, he's safe. So this will bring up Ben Stevens. Stevens singled in the first. Strike one. Runner on first, 2 outs. Ryan Sheehan, today's pitcher for Fairfax, who Michael and I are very impressed with, on deck. Inside. 1-1. Strike two. Hazen will bring up Grayson McNaughton, Jake Hayden, John Seacard in the bottom of the second. That went high. 2-2. Full count on Ben Stevens. 2 outs. Shot down. Montgomery makes a play over to first. Got him out. Much better inning for the Cats there in the top of the second. No runs scored. 8-zip. Only 4 batters up. It was on this day in 1986, Michael. I was one of 30 million people who got suckered into watching Geraldo Rivera open up Al Capone's vault on live TV, which he drew out for 2 hours. And then he opened it and they found a couple of whiskey bottles and some garbage and nothing. I didn't pay. It was free TV. They had it on free.
How much is your time worth?
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, pretty much. I couldn't believe it.
Although there's nobody that's got a face better for that kind of anticlimactic news story than Geraldo Rivera.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know. I miss the days of the Morton Downey Jr. show. Did you ever watch that one? On WOR TV out of Secaucus, New Jersey. That was a great one. I can't repeat a whole lot of stuff that was said on that show here on this TV.
Know, like, what years was that show being broadcast?
Morton Downey Jr., mid-'80s.
When do you think I was born?
I have no idea. Well, I mean, there's reruns. There's YouTube. Oh, boy. All right, Grace McNaughton up next. Yeah, I forget you young whippersnappers up there. Arthur and I being as long of tooth as we are, we remember that stuff. You missed out on all the good stuff, Michael. 1-1. You missed out on all the good stuff.
I love that you'll turn to me and be like, "Hey, do you remember that Packers game in 1973?
What?
You saw that, right?"
Yeah, exactly. I was there. I saw it. Yeah. You know,
There we go.
shot to first, over for the out. Yeah, Cowboys Vikings Hail Mary pass 1975 playoffs. I watched that live. You know. Oh man, some things I do. Jake takes a mighty cut. My wife will tell you I don't. You know, little things like, weren't you going to take the compost up, or weren't you going
Count.
to, that doesn't count.
Everyone knows those don't count.
Strike two.
My partner Natalia remembers you DJing her prom.
Really?
Yeah.
I did several proms up here. Hazen proms were fun, and it was back in the day when they had them in the gym here. It was fun. 2-2, or 1-2.
Because she's got fun. I told her when I first started working here, I told her who I was working with, and she was like, "Oh, every school dance."
I tell you, strike three. 3 strikeouts so far for Ryan Sheehan. Yep, like the song says, Michael, I've seen a million faces and I've rocked them all. John Seacard up at the plate now. Ball one. Well, I can tell you this, Michael. I did it long enough so that by the time the last couple of years I was DJing up here, I was seeing kids who were the kids of kids I had played with in the beginning at the dances.
I know. I tell people you've got a genealogical color commentary style.
1-1 you count, 2 outs. Seacard fouls it off. We're going to make it 1-2. Struck him out. 4 strikeouts for Ryan Sheehan. 3 up, 3 down once again in the bottom of the second. BFA still leads 8-0. Well, I mean, as hard as it is to believe, next fall, not this coming fall, 2025, but 2026, will be 50 years from when I came to Hazen as a 7th grader. Came up there in 1976, fall of 76 to Hazen then. So
Lance, have you been calling games for 10 years this year?
this will be my 10th basketball season. Yes, yes, 9th soccer, 10th basketball, and this is what, either our 4th or 5th year doing baseball. I've lost track of baseball.
We haven't been doing it for that long.
I was going to say 3, at least 4 though. I would think 4, maybe 5. All right. Coming up we go to the top of the order for the 3rd inning for Fairfax. It'll be Ryan Sheehan, Reagan Baumeister, and Xavier Gilliland. Hey, time flies when you're having fun. That's all I can say. It's been a ball. It's been special to do it. I mean, it was really fun when my kids were playing. That made it extra special. In for a strike. And, to see the kids come up and develop as they come up through has been amazing. And I hope to do it for a while longer. I'm in. All right. McNaughton with 2 strikes on Sheehan. That one sails high. That one wide. 2-2. That one popped up. Struck him out. First out. 1, 2. Third strikeout for McNaughton. Baumeister up now. There's a solid shot into the gap between center and right. Baumeister, ball's down. Skorstead bobbles. Baumeister's going to go to third. Good speed. He never even broke stride. Triple. Nice hit, nice running. Skorstead had a little bit of trouble coming up with that ball out there. We've seen this repeatedly in this game. Just can't seem to get a handle on it. Gilliland up now. Ryland Mule up next. That one right up the gap. Baumeister scores. Gilliland in with a double. And now the score is 9-0. And this is Ryland Mule up. 1 out here in the top of the third. Mason Sanders up next. Another hit out to left. They hold up Gilliland. Mule on with a single. Here we go again. And this is Mason Sanders. Runners at the corners. 1 out, top of the third. Runner goes. A lot of stolen bases. Sanders out to right. Foul. 1-2. McNaughton big lead out there off of second. There's a swing. 1-2. Sanders chases one low. Ball 2, 2-2 your count. Outside. 3-2. Full count. 1 out. Top of the third. Runners at second and third. Mason Sanders. That one back. Foul. Off the Snack Shack roof. Good bounce. Struck him out. 2 outs now. Dylan, yeah, this is Dylan Seacard up. So 2 outs now. Runners remain at second and third. Seacard singled in the first inning. That one behind Miller. Catches the backstop though. Runners stay. 3-0. The count to Seacard. Bryant Matten on deck. Seacard walks. Matten up now. Bases loaded. 2 outs. That one outside. 1-0. Ball 2. We've seen Grayson throw some nice pitches, and we've seen him struggle. Foul back. 2-1. That one's fouled. 2-2 your count. 2 outs. Top of the third. Got him to strike out, got him to swing. And that'll end that half of the inning. But BFA puts a run up to make the score 9-zip. Hazen will bring up, if I can flip my sheet over here, I'll tell you who we're going to bring up. Will Halperin, Landon Miller, and Evan Lamar, bottom of the lineup.
Nice. I'll have to check them out. You get up there sometime? Yeah. Yeah, we try and go like every other week, grab a coffee or pizza or something.
Good crowd here today for the game.
Well, it's after 5.
Yeah. I'll tell you, Michael, one of the more memorable events I did up here, I want to say this was before, I know it wasn't, I don't think it was 20 years ago, or was it? Have you ever seen donkey basketball? You've never seen donkey basketball? It's where they bring in donkeys, and the players have to ride the donkeys and attempt to play basketball.
It sounds like something we're not allowed to do anymore.
No, probably not. I tell you. I remember one of my classmates, Bonnie, well, her maiden name was Ainsworth. I always know her as Bonnie Ainsworth. Called me. She says, "Would you come up and just, they hand me a wireless mic?" And the people that had the donkey sort of had a script, and they're like, "You can ad lib all you want." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, no problem."
They gave you a script?
They gave me a script. Well, it was great. It was great talking points to start with. And I'll tell you, that one popped up. Catcher can't come over there. I have never seen the gym so packed as it was that night. I mean, the script was just sort of something to sort of go by, but they said you can ad lib, and I was like, yeah, okay.
Donkey history.
Or different talking points, or different, things you go.
Donkey.
They did say I was one of the best MCs they'd ever had, and I remember the deal was, if a player hit his donkey or another donkey with the basketball, he had to apologize by kissing the donkey. Well, I don't think you can hear me from here, but we basically set Aaron Hill up.
Did you come up with any Donkey Kong trivia?
I did. Okay. No, I didn't come up with any trivia for that one. 1 and 2 you count. But yeah, we set Aaron up, and I don't know how they did it, but they got the donkey to curl its lip. Oh. 3 and 2 your count.
I know that I'm not a fun person because I can only think about how messy that was in the gym.
They had shovels right there, and there were only a couple of donkeys that had accidents, and it was a very quick cleanup as Will Halperin walks. Landon Miller, the catcher, up now. Sheehan's a senior on the mound today. Nice pickoff move as well. So we've got Halperin on. Miller at the plate, squares up the bunt off the top of his bat, 0-1. Alper and over. In for a strike. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Brings up Evan Lemaire. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got him. Will picked off at second. If I have done my math correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth strikeout for Sheehan on that. There's a nice blooper. Evan Lemaire on with a single. Little blooper into shallow left. Back to the top of the order with Owen Skorstead, who singled in the first. Uh-oh. Evan picked off on first. So 2 pickoffs in that inning, and basically a 1-2-3 inning. As Skorstead doesn't even get to lift the bat off his shoulder. And we'll move to the top of the fourth with BFA up 9-zip. You're watching Hazen Varsity Baseball on HCTV Channel 1080 on your cable dial, streaming worldwide and archived at www.hctv.us. Sponsors today, Green Mountain Technology and Career Center, gmtcc.lsd.org, Jumpstart Your Future. And the Village Restaurant, 472-5701. Michael, I did have some baseball trivia today. Let's see. In 1967, the Dodgers, their first rainout after 737 consecutive games at Chavez Ravine in Los Angeles, proving the point of the song, "It Really Never Rains in Southern California." In 1977, Billy Martin pulled a lineup out of a hat, beat the Blue Jays 8-6. And in 1904, what's that? Put his lineup in the players' names in the hat, pulled it out. That was his lineup. 8-6. And in 1904, Ty Cobb debuts for Augusta and the South Atlantic League. There's minor leagues, of course. They only lasted 2 days. Went on to join another team down in Alabama shortly after that. Made his major league debut in August of 1905 and took tremendous hazing from the veterans on the team when he got called up to Detroit. They nailed his cleats to the floor. They soaked his uniform down. They tied knots in his clothes and stuff. And finally, the manager kind of, first he wanted to see how he was going to do with the hazing, and finally he told the vets to kind of back off him because he could see he was going to be a great player. All right, so we should have, if I've done this correctly, Chris Mummert up, the designated hitter, here in the fourth. Actually, we have a number 2 up. Let me go to my, I'll go to the photos here and see who this is. This young gentleman is. This is Tyler Gilliland. Up for Fairfax here to lead off the fourth. Count quickly 2-0. Two and one. McNaughton remains on the mound for the Cats. Turned on that one, goes foul. And we have Ben Stevens on deck. Following him, we'll go to the top of the order with Sheehan. I believe I see a count of 3 and 2 over there. Right to Montgomery, down, throw over. Seacard can't come up with it. Gilliland's going to single and he's going to go to second on the errant throw. Ben Stevens up. Wind swirling out here now. Just a tiny bit of very, very light raindrops in the air. I don't think the heavy stuff's going to come down for hours. There's a pop-up nearing us. Member of HPD trying to make the catch with his hat. Almost came up with it. That went down in the dirt. Nice play by Miller to keep it in front of him. Gilliland at second. No outs. Top of the fourth. BFA leads 9-0. Strike one. Strike two. 2 strikes. Grayson has 5 strikeouts in this game. Fielding has been a little shaky. But we're learning. Two and two. Another high pop up behind us into the apple tree. 2 and 2. Stevens making Grayson throw some pitches here. Down in the dirt again. Michael, when we get a moment, if you could check on the chat, I'd be interested to see if Kenny's chimed in at all. Kenny Brown. No? Down in the Alamo City, Austin, Texas. And Patience at the plate. Out into shallow left. Moves Gilliland to third. Stevens in with a single. Back to the top of the order, Ryan Sheehan up. Nobody out. Runners at the corners. So you got to believe Stevens is going to. Mike's been sending him every chance he gets. That one to first. Seacard is going to come down with it, but a run scores. Gilliland scores. Sheehan is out at first. And Stevens moves down to second. This brings up Reagan Baumeister. Baumeister tripled in his last at bat. Cranked one out to center. There's another same spot. Almost the same spot. No, it's a little further right, but this is going to bring Stevens home. Baumeister in with a double this time. Hit it a little more to right on that one, but another shot out there. And it's 11 zip. Xavier Gilliland up now. And looks like we're going to have a pitching change. So also on this day, Michael, I'll talk about something you were alive for. In 2016, on this day, Prince passed away. Now, if you have never seen it, one of the most epic guitar solos in the history of music was during a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame concert. They were doing a cover of While My Guitar Gently Weeps. Tom Petty was singing, Jeff Lynne was singing. I don't know who the man was that did the first solo in the song. Yeah. I don't know who does the first solo in the song, but then Prince takes off on the ending solo. And I mean, this is one of the most flamboyant, epic, incredibly masterfully played solos in the history of music. And when he's done, he walks off, he turns his back, he goes off the stage, and he throws the guitar up in the air, and you never see the guitar come down. It's still up there somewhere. I mean, the first time I watched it, I was like, "You've got to be kidding me." Yeah, you've seen it, Art? Yeah. Yeah, he's got this outfit on with a red. I think he's got like a red bowler hat on or something. And you can see he'd look. Petty was sort of singing and sort of leading the group, and he'd look over and he'd look at Petty, and Petty would nod his head. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
You're sure it was a red bowler?
I think it was a red bowler hat.
A raspberry beret?
No, it wasn't I know it wasn't a raspberry beret. Oh, yeah. At one point, he turns his back to the audience and like falls backwards, and this guy catches him and then pushes him back up, and he's still playing the entire time. He's just wailing this. I mean, that guy was so talented, so talented. Montgomery's going to come in to pitch. Was on it. Yep. Yep. Justin Montgomery's going to come on in relief of McNaughton here in the top of the fourth with BFA up 11 zip. We're going to have Xavier Gilliland at bat with one out. So once again, after this game, Hazen's going to go on a 6-game road streak, playing at Payne Mountain. PA Stowe looks like they've combined, and then they go to Oxbow, Montpelier, Thetford, and Spalding before coming back home on Tuesday, May 13th versus U32. Once again, we come into this game record of 1-1, lost to Montpelier 10-1 last week, and then that Payne Mountain game. Grayson McNaughton, the hero of that game, hitting the single to score the final 2 runs. I mean, that was, they go up on us 1-0 in the first, then it's a pitcher's duel until the 6th. We get 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th, go up 2-1. 7th inning, Payne Mountain gets a bunch of, we switch pitchers. Payne Mountain goes up 5-3. They end up having to switch pitchers in the bottom of the 7th. We get some walks, we get some hits, and before you know it, McNaughton hits a walk-off single, scores 2 runs, and we're out of there with a 6-5 victory. That was one of the most thrilling, exciting baseball games I've seen in a while. Fabulous game. And I went home and I hugged my wood stove for 30 minutes after that. We had a fire going that night, and I was cold. and you know, considering the conditions, the wind and the cold that game was.
Yeah, that was a great game. The weather was terrible.
Yep. 3-1. They count to Gilliland with 1 out. That's in for a strike. Runner at second. Baumeister there with that double. High pop-up. Making the catch. Grayson McNaughton makes a nice catch out there. All right, 2 outs, top of the 4th. Ryland Mule up. Outside, ball 1. Swing and a miss on that one. High pop up. Lemaire under it, makes the catch. 3 outs. Evan Lemaire getting that 3rd out. So we'll move to the bottom of the 4th. We're going to bring up Chase Newell, Justin Montgomery, and Grayson McNaughton. Sheehan's been making pretty short work of us out there, though, on the mound. He has been in total control. I mean, he's given up a couple of singles, but boy, other than that, 2 pickoff plays in the last inning. Picked off Halperin at second and Lemaire at first. Get 2 of the outs. Chase Newell at the plate. Sheehan delivers. Ball one. Or no, oh, that's right. That's right. Owen's up because he never got the bat last time. I messed this up. Owen. Chase. And Justin. I forgot they got the pickoff play to end that last inning. So I will readjust my score stat up here in the top of the fourth. Then we'll have Chase Newell followed by Justin Montgomery. Scorstead, one of two people to get a hit off of Sheehan today. He gonna get another one. There's a play. There's the center fielder. Gilliland misplays that one a little bit. Scorstead on with another single. Now we have Chase Newell. Sheehan trying for another pickoff out there. Pretty effective last inning with it. Runner goes, throw down. Scorstead in. So Scorstead goes down to second. You count 1-0 to Newell. Justin Montgomery on deck. Foul back. 1-1 you count. One and two. They're going to go down to first. Scorsted's going to try and go to third. Scorstead advances to third. Newell out. Here, Coach Brown coaching down there. Justin Montgomery up now. One out. Scorstead at third. Strike two. Struck him out. Grayson McNaughton at the plate now. Scorstead still on third. 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth. Fairfax leading 11-0. Sheehan, the pitch, swing. Strike one. Foul tip, 0-2. 1 and 2. Jake Hayden on deck. Sheehan steps off. Struck him out. So after the Owen Sourcehead single, 3 outs in a row, ends the 4th. We'll go to the 5th. And we will bring up Mason Sanders, Dylan Seacard, and Brian Matten, unless there are substitutes.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. I went last Saturday night.
How'd you like it?
Oh, I've been before. I love it.
Yeah.
Justin is and Herbert. There's a civic steamer vaudeville. You know what vaudeville is?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
was in the band. And
Oh,
it's
gotcha.
just, it's just fun music. I love that place.
Nice. Do they serve food?
Yeah, there's some homemade hamburgers. Nice wine.
Oh, nice.
I went there after we lifted yeah. Oh.
I got to get this one in, Michael, because this is one of the more creative ones. It's Bulldogs a Beautiful Day.
Okay.
Hey, I don't make them up. I just run. It's Big Word Day. Do you know any big words?
Ooh. Now that you asked me too fast.
Yeah, I know. I was going to look up one just to have one, but I thought that would be cheating. It's National Chickpea Day, National Egg Salad Sandwich Day, it's National Tea Day, and it's Kindergarten Day. Do you have any memories of your kindergarten days?
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, they had a mud day
Oh,
where they just filled up a trough full of dirt and water, and we got to go crazy.
you got to go crazy on it, huh?
Yeah, local memories.
Yeah.
All right, I think we could have possibly have a sub up here. Nope, 16. Let me go to the picture here. Yes, this is Noah Frost up to bat. Frost does okay. In with a single. Montgomery's again in at pitcher now. Came on in relief of McNaughton. And up next we have Trent Hurley. Batting in place of Dylan Seacard. Hurley inside. Hurley pops this one up high. Frost on first. 1-2 the count to Hurley. Nobody out, top of the fifth. That one fell. Count remains 1-2. Down to first. Frost back. 2-2 the count. Struck him out. Hurley strikes out. Who do we have coming up next?
What's the most rule?
This is Garrett Soder. Inside. Over to first. Frost back. 1 out. Montgomery the pitch. Soder. High. Ball 3. Looks like Tyler Gilliland is on deck. Ball 4. Soder walks. And yes, this is Tyler Gilliland. With 1 out here in the top of the fifth. Strike 1. Cats will bring up Jake Hayden, John Seacard, and Will Halperin in the bottom of the fifth. That one down in the dirt. Lemaire can't go anywhere, and that's going to load up the bases. Mason Garrow up now as Coach Brown goes into his subs here in the top of the fifth. Bases loaded for Garrow. Going high for a ball. Count 1-0, 1 out. She and the pitcher will be up next on deck. That one down low. 2-1. 3-1. Walks Garrow, and a run will score. Frost will score on the walk. Sheehan at the plate. 1 out. Bases loaded. Sheehan fouls that one off. 0-1. That one low. 1-1. Two and 1 the counts. 1 out. Sheehan. 2-2. Baumeister on deck, who's just had his way with us today. In the dirt. Struck him out. 2 outs for Reagan Baumeister, who has singled, doubled, tripled, and doubled. Last 2 have gone to center right and have been hit well. 1-0, 2 outs. Top of the 5th, bases loaded. Baumeister. The pitch. That one just over. Grayson almost had that. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. Into third. That one goes by Jake. Baumeister in with another double. Baumeister. Is that 3 doubles? A triple and a single. A display of hitting by Reagan Baumeister today for Fairfax. Fairfax once again comes in as the defending Division III champions. This is what we aspire to be. Xavier Gilliland up with 2 outs. Runners at second and third. 1-1. 2-2, 2 outs to Gilliland. And that'll be the third out. And we'll move to the bottom of the fifth. Bring up Jake Hayden, John Seacard, and Will Halperin. Michael, I'll give the sponsors one more read here today. You're watching Hazen Varsity Baseball on HCTV, channel 1080 on your cable dial, streaming worldwide and archived at www.hctv.us. Please consider donating. Use our website, the QR code on the screen as well. Sponsors today, Green Mountain Technology and Career Center, gmtcc.lnc.org, Jumpstart Your Future, and the Village Restaurant, 472-5701. You can also read about this game in the next edition of the Hardwick Gazette, your community-owned newspaper. Lance Hall with the call. Michael on tech. Art on camera today. Jake, John, and Will up. Here in the bottom of the fifth. Sheehan's going to remain on. He's pitched well today. We'll give him a few singles. We've gotten some hits off him. I mean, there's glimmers of hopes out here. You know, we've gotten some singles off of Sheehan, as dominant as he's been. You know, we've struggled at pitching, but I would say it's the fielding where we've struggled more at. You know, at times you're going to get a team that's going to be able to hit your pitchers and stuff like that. But we had some opportunities to make some outs, particularly in the first few innings. It just couldn't come up with a play. A lot of bobbles, a lot of missed throws. We get on this, we practice some more, and try not to make those happen anymore. But there's glimmers. We're young. Jake, strike one. And it looks like that down to the second baseman, over to first. 1 out. And this is, let me go to my picture. This is Avery. Gotta go to my roster. Avery Loomis at the plate. Takes strike one from Sheehan. And Will Halperin on deck. Loomis, strike two. One and two. Struck him out. Will Halperin coming up with 2 outs. 6, 7. If I've scored this correctly, I have Sheehan with 9 strikeouts right now. 1-0 your count to Halperin. Ball 2. Landon Miller on deck for the Cats. 3-0 your count. 3-1. walk given up today by Sheehan. Will actually walked back in the third. Then got picked off, trying to get down to second. So I think Will's the only person who's gotten walks off of Sheehan today. Miller up at the plate. 2 down, bottom of the 5th. Miller steps in. Bunt down. Sheehan with the play. Over to first. 3 outs. Actually, we got 4 batters up in that one. And that's going to do it today. Here from Hudson Fields is the defending Division III champion BFA Fairfax Bullets come in and take care of us 14-0. A dominant display of hitting and pitching and fielding. Just some great play that you would expect out of a defending champion. Again, we had some glimmers out there. We did a few things right, a few things wrong. Back to the practice field and try and rectify that as now they go on the road for 6 straight games. Once again, you've been watching on HCTV channel 1080 on the cable dial, streaming worldwide and archived at www.hctv.us. Lance Hall with the call, Michael on tech, Art on camera. We'll see you back here on May 13th. We'll be hosting U32. Until then, live